Hey guys, I'm going to do our review a little bit differently than the way I have been doing it. I'm not going to be giving you the answers any longer to what we've been doing.
What you doing?
Stop.
Hey guys, what you doing?
And instead, what I'm going to do is go through what you should have done and tell you about some extra like resources. They're going to be attached to the review page um, instead of going through the exact answers that you need to have. So you should have watched for yesterday, you should have watched a video about going through your house and finding those types of lines. So if you had any issues with that, um, the more you practice and the more you look at that vocabulary, the easier that skill is going to get. And you have to be able to understand and recognize those lines. So the more practice you do, the better it'll get. So we're going to move on to reading. And for reading, we read together the last of our graph pages, and then you did an independent practice. And I'm going to look at that one very specifically, possibly for a grade, just because we've been working on this skill now um, for a while now, and it's a pretty easy skill, so it's not something that's super difficult. Um, so if you still have any questions about that, I'm going to see if I can find some links for you to work on that and add those to your review page. But at this point, reading those graphs and understanding how they're helping us understand the text shouldn't be too hard. All right. And then our language page, that was your crunch time review. And those are your parts of speech and understanding what those parts of speech are used for in those sentences. If you're still having issues with that, I'm going to upload, there's some games attached to your screen here, but I'm also going to upload some more links on the review page. All right. And then our last two content areas were writing. And so for writing, you had to go in and do some research and fill out the graphic organizer. As long as you had the graphic organizer filled out pretty decently, that's what I'm looking for in writing those complete sentences. And I will leave comments on your stuff and send it back to you. Um, and then in science, you learned about friction, and your friction is basically what we've been talking about, like with the skateboard. If you're skateboarding on the sidewalk and then all of a sudden you hit a patch of sand, that sand is going to cause friction, causing you to slow down. And that Bill Nye video should have been pretty fun to watch because he's pretty exciting and makes his videos fun. So if you still have any questions about friction, I'm going to upload some more stuff, maybe videos or activities that you can um, find for that. So remember, if you still have questions about content, make sure that you email me and ask those questions, okay? Don't fly through this because it's required, okay? We are still learning, and I still am holding you responsible for understanding this content. So if you have issues, please, 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 please ask. All right, guys, we're going to move forward with the rest of our day. I hope you enjoy it. And remember, questions, ask them.